Today we're talking about the 3 must-have bourbon accessories for the bourbon geek in your life, or you, if that's what you consider yourself. Hey guys, my name is Dave Imber. I'm the Vice President over at cigarclub.com. We've met before here on a Manor Box, but today we're talking about a different passion of mine, bourbon or whiskey. I love all things bourbon. I've loved learning the process of distilling, of picking barrels, of building my palate to fit the tasting notes of a bourbon, and challenging myself through blinds, competitions, and just fun ways to enjoy the beautiful world that is bourbon whiskey. Today I want to talk to you about 3 accessories that I always have on me that enhance the bourbon experience. So if you know anybody looking for bourbon accessories in their life, this is the place to get them. Let's start with number 1. You've got to have it. The Glencairn glass. Not a rocks glass, not a highball glass, but something that's gonna help enhance your experience and the ability to taste those exquisite flavors in whiskey. You'll see that it starts off super wide at the bottom and then narrows out and tapers as it gets to the top. This is concentrating the oils and the scent of the whiskey. So when you go to put your nose in it, it's very concentrated, it's very strong, it's very powerful. A lot of times you'll find yourself giving off a nice big cough if you inhale too deeply. But if I'm tasting bourbon, if I'm sitting down to test something, or I'm working on a barrel pick somewhere, this is the kind of glass that I want in my hand. Another one that necessarily doesn't have the tapered, so this is tied for the 3rd accessory that you guys are gonna want. This is probably my favorite drinking vessel that I own. I don't even know if you can get these anymore, but I'm just gonna call it out. It's by Machine Era Goods, made from the aluminum that they put on airplane wings and then covered in a leather stitching. It's a beautiful piece. It's patinaed over the past, man, I've probably had this for 6 or 7 years. And I absolutely love drinking whiskey out of this glass. So you gotta have a drinking vessel, of course. What else do you need to have? A candle from our good friends over at Ranger Station. This one is called Old Fashioned because it smells like an old fashioned. And what's better than drinking whiskey when your whole house smells like the greatest cocktail of all time? I said it, and I'm not ashamed. All right, something really cool about the Ranger Station Old Fashioned is, yes, it is hand poured into a rocks glass. A glass that when you are finished burning this candle, you can simply rinse with hot water and turn into the perfect cocktail glass. Sometimes I will drink bourbon out of these, but like I said, I always go for the Glencairn first. But if I'm making a cocktail, if I'm making an old fashioned, a Negroni, a Manhattan, a Vieux you name it, it's going in one of these. And this is the perfect drinking vessel just for that. All righty, so we've got 2 down, we got 1 to go. This is the biggest of them all, folks. This is the one I'm most excited about. When the team over at Manor told me this was a product they were gonna bring in from a brand that we all know and love, at least in our circle, called Pedro & Taylor, I couldn't have been more excited. It is something that if you got this month's box, you guys already know about, but if you haven't, probably the greatest bourbon accessory, maybe the most excessive, is this. The bourbon backpack, also known as from their shared spirits box. This bag features leather and this really great wax canvas on the front of it. And then when you open it up, I can't get over this thing, it's so cool. When you open it up, you've got 3 sleeves that hold whiskey or any bottle, wine, gin, vodka. You literally can put them on the sleeve so they don't bump up against each other and break, and just simply pull them out. You've got bourbon on the go. By the way, the new Benchmark top floor, big fan of it. Wax canvas, leather prints on the top and bottom. And of course, we've also got places to hold your laptop. Can fit in there, up to a 16-inch. Had to test it. This thing is durable, it's super classy. And it'll hold 3 of your favorite bourbons or more if you can stuff them in here. You can bring them on the go. You can do tasting flights with your friends. When you're traveling, you've got a place to bring bourbon along with you. Hey, great to chat with you guys. These are 3 of my favorite accessories that are available right now, the must-haves, if you will. You can check out the link in the bio of this video if you want any more information on everything I just shared here, and you can buy them for yourself or for someone you know that loves bourbon, loves whiskey, and loves this whole entire amazing industry that is brown juice. I'm Dave, and appreciate you guys hanging out. We'll talk to you soon.